Hello, this is a quick demonstration of making a short row incorporating ribbed stitches. When I make short rows, I always start with a slip stitch on the side. So this stitch right here is a slip stitch, so there's no extra bulk. And then I start accumulating a shadow stitch. Each short row is going to get a shadow stitch. So I've got a couple more to do here, and I'll show you how I do it. I'm going to, once I turn, I'm just going to do my row, finish the ribbing in pattern. You can follow the directions or you can just follow the pattern. Those were just the center stitches. In this case, it's an expanded short row. So I have 17 center stitches for both sizes. Now I'm back to the other side. I have 4 more ribbed stitches to do. I'm just going to do 3 of them. And now I see that the next one is a knit stitch. If it were a purled stitch, then I would turn it and make the shadow stitch on the knit stitch on the other side. But because it's a knit stitch on this side, I'm going to do one of my shadow stitches, and this is how I do it. If it's here on the left side, I lift up, well, the directions are the same for both. You always lift up the nearest leg of the stitch below and just prop it up on your left or right needle. Wrap the yarn around and then take that leg back down and you've got your shadow stitch. You don't knit into it, you just wrap. That's it. Then you turn and you're ready to go. So I'm going to get to the other side. I'm going to finish the ribbing. Now I'm going to purl back along my center stitches. Now on this side, I'm going to just do enough ribbing till I get to the second to the last stitch without a shadow stitch. In this case, it's 3 stitches. Now, this is great because I have a purl stitch. So instead of making my shadow stitch into the purl stitch, I'm going to turn and make it on whatever side lets me make it into a knit stitch. I'm going to lift up the nearest leg, prop it up over the needle on the right side this time, and then wrap. I like to wrap the nearest way to wrap. So instead of going like that, I just go like that and it makes it really nice and snug. And then I let that leg come back down over that stitch. So it's not knitted really, it's just been shadowed. Now I'm ready to go back. I'm going to finish my ribbing. And you just do each row that way. You have a shadow stitch on every stitch, whether it's knit or purled, and the side that you do the shadow stitch on depends on whether it's a knit or a purl. You always want to do it into a knit stitch just for consistency. Okay, hope that helps.